All right, so let me tell you a little bit about the energy going on. You remember well, let me start from the beginning. Let me tell you about energy. You remember I was saying thoughts are electric and emotions are magnetic?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes what takes place is that when we're not thinking of anything, nothing in our life has changed, and all of a sudden we just get this wave of sadness or this feeling like the other shoe is going to drop, or this internal anxiety. What takes place is that on an energetic level, these emotions or these frequencies, see, emotion is, the definition of emotion is energy in motion. It is an energetic response to a thought. But when it's generated just because there is just a feeling that comes over, what's taking place is that magnetically it's drawing from the universal energies. And you can be sitting there doing absolutely nothing, and all of a sudden feel this wave of either anxiety or fear or like something's going to happen. You know, sometimes it's intuition, and sometimes it's just a matter of energy. There's a bandwidth of energy. Now, what's taking place with the universe and where we are in the universe in this shift of consciousness is that there's energy coming into the planet from the solar system. It's coming in from the central sun, and it's coming in the form of solar flares, solar activities, solar showers, magnetic storms, all of that is now able to penetrate the Earth's atmosphere. And all of that comes in and it raises the vibration or the frequencies of the planet. And as it does, it will match or raise your vibration to somewhere that it's not naturally. So if you're resonating at happy, and this energy comes in, and this energy is resonating at ecstatic, well, you'll just jump up into ecstatic. If you're not resonating at happy, and you're resonating at poor pitiful, then what happens is that you've got such a disharmonic vibration going on, it's wanting to call you into ecstasy or ecstatic, and you start fighting for your limitations. You start arguing for your limitations. You start going, I'm in poor pitiful, and I can't get out of this poor pitiful. Or I guess a better explanation is you ever walk into a room and you're in just that horrible place and you see these happy people sitting there, you just want to kill them? That's about what happens, is that you start then in your own field, in your own body, you start going, what's wrong? And it's like this other, like an anger comes over, something else, so you're getting really a lot more pulled and a lot more triggered because you really want to be in ecstasy, but you're vibrating at this other place, you know the difference, and you just don't know how to get from one place to the other. And the key here is don't put a thought to it, because it will magnetically want to pull a thought. So if I'm feeling like shit today, then I'm sitting in, let me rephrase it. If I'm feeling like crap, and I don't know why I'm feeling like crap, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to engage my rational mind, and I'm going to question myself and go, why am I feeling like crap? What's wrong? And then that question is going to start getting answered. And you're going to start searching your memory banks for what could be wrong. What else did I feel made me feel this way? What was I thinking? What was happening the last time I felt this way? rather than acknowledging that it's just an energy moving through the area. It's just moving through my space. I'm not going to put anything to it. I'm just going to sit and breathe myself right through it. Because then when you do, and you realize that happy is a choice and it's an emotion, then you can sit and put on happy and then think of thoughts that matched that would be fine, because you're doing it by choice. You're not
like eliminating the thought of what brought you to the sadness?
Well, and it's not even eliminating it. It's if you don't know what's triggering that, if all of a sudden you just get this wave of energy, this wave of sadness or this fear that comes through you, and there's nothing real that's in your space, then it's just an emotion coming up from somewhere. It's not generated by a situation. It's generated by just being in a bandwidth. It's like all of a sudden you turn the radio on and it's playing, the blues. And if you don't want the blues playing, you just change the radio station. You don't sit there and question, why is it on the blues? Who put it on the blues? Do I really want to listen to the blues? Why would anybody care to put the blues on? And who made the blues anyways? You could sit in that energy, or and then you're in the blues, or you can go, you know what? I'd really rather listen to Southern rock. I'd really rather listen to Yanni. I'd really rather listen to whatever it is that you choose. And then you put that on, and then then your thoughts aren't engaged. You just sit in the feeling. Then you just rock out,
Okay.
So does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now, if there's a situation that's real, that's triggering your emotions, that's still choice. See, in present moment, when we're in present moment, if you're not mastered in keeping in present moment, you will continue what I call a time loop. And that time loop takes you into your past based on memory. It's not happening now, but it's taking that in the past. And the law of attraction says what you put your attention on will manifest. So if you're putting your attention on something of the past, all you're going to get is what you've already had. So if you want something different in present moment, you think of something and you put a feeling to it of something that you want in right now, and you throw it out to the universe knowing that tomorrow you'll walk into it. Now, if there's something that you don't like today, that means that yesterday, what were you thinking about? What were you feeling? Where were you holding your attention? So, understanding energy gives us the opportunity of understanding it is choice. Then you take responsibility and you go, nobody's doing anything to me. Everybody's doing what they're doing for me. I must be holding that vibration, or I wouldn't match it. I wouldn't match their energy. In relationships, it's very difficult, because when you start changing and shifting your energy, you won't match your partner's pictures anymore.